Hello, this is the last section, set theory, and we're looking at Venn diagrams and cardinality. So instead of shading the Venn diagrams, we're going to look at each number inside the Venn diagram is going to represent the cardinality, or how many elements are in that area of the set. So this first one, the following Venn diagram shows how many people responded to a recent survey about owning dogs and cats, and use the information just to answer these basic questions. This is probably the type of Venn diagrams, if you've ever done them before, the type of thing that you may have already done. So how many people took the survey? Grab Desmos or grab your calculator, and you have to add up all four sections there, the 10, the 7, the 8. Don't forget the 9 people that took the survey that didn't own a dog or a cat. So how many people took it? 34 total. How many people own a dog? And don't forget, when you're just talking about a single set, like the shading, that everybody in the dog circle owns a dog. So 10 and 7, 17. 10 plus 7. This was 10, 7, 8, 9. How many people own a dog and a cat? Well, that's both, and is like the intersection. And a cat is the intersection, and that's 7. And then this one, how many people own a dog or is the union. Or represents a union. A dog or a cat would be all the 10, the 7, and the 8, because or is anybody that owns a dog or a cat or both. So don't forget, you include the both with the or. 10. So 25 people own a dog or a cat. And then finally, how many people do not own a cat? So not a cat would be anybody outside of the circle. That would be like C prime, or a complement of C. And that is the 10 people that own a dog and not a cat, and the 9 that don't own either. So 19 people don't own a cat. Remember, this is universal set, everybody. There are 34 people. How many people own a dog? That's the cardinality of set D. Dog and cat. D intersect C. Dog or cat. D union C. So forth. All right. So you've probably already got a grip on this part. Try answering the questions. This is Venn diagram. There are 3 committees on the town council: steering committee, budget committee, social committee. 8 people on the outside for the universal set. So see if you can answer those questions before I do. Go ahead and pause and come back and see how you did. All right. How many members of the town council are there? That is the 10, just going across the top, 5, 7, 3, 2, 6, the 9, and then the 8 that are on the outside. That's just adding them all up. How many people? 10, 5, 7, 3, 6, 9, 8. I got 50. So what's the cardinality of our universal set? 50. How many people are on the budget committee? So budgets, everybody in that budget circle. So it's the 5, 7, 2, 6. 5, 7, 2, 6, 20. How many people are on the steering and the social committee? So that and is the intersection of steering and social, which is the 3 and the 2. So that's 5. How many people are not on the social committee? So social committee down here, not would be everybody outside, right? That's the complement. And that's the 8 that are not on anything, the 10, the 5, and the 7. All 4 of those outside the social. 8, 10, 5, 7, 30 people are not on the social committee. How many people are not on the budget committee and are on the steering committee? So not on the budget and on the steering committees. So it has to be not on the budget, so it's these 10, 3, 9, and 8, and in the steering, so just the 10, the 3. 13 with the and. Oh, and. So when it says exactly 2 committees, that means no more, no less. Exactly means no more, no less, 2 only. So that's all of these that are the overlap of just the 2. So the 5, the 3, and the 6. So 14 people on exactly 2 committees. And then how many people are on the steering committee or the social committee and on the budget committee? So steering or social would be all of these. Let me go ahead and draw on it now that I'm done, but it's these guys are on steering or social, and the ones that are on the budget committee are just that group, right? For the and has to overlap. So it's the 5, the 2, and the 6. 13 of them. All right. See if I can get that. All right. So when the cardinality is already in the diagram for you, not too bad, just to answer the questions. But now there are questions that involve the Venn diagram, and you have to figure out the cardinalities on your own. So look at example 3. Ms. Johnson has 42 voice students. So when I get done, this whole thing's going to add up to 42. 27 of them are in chorus, 22 of them are in theater, and 12 are in both. Well, I can't put 27 here, 12 here, and 22 there, because that's going to add up to much more than 42. It's not the way it works. Because remember, if there are 27 in chorus, that means this whole circle is 27. It's not chorus only, if there are 27 in chorus. So on these, try to start with the overlap, the centermost, the 12 that are in both. So now, if there are 27 in chorus, well, 27 minus the 12, that means there are 15 that take chorus only. 15 plus the 12, that's 27 in chorus. 22 are in theater, so 22 minus 12 is 10. So there are 10. So that means there are 15, 12, and 10. Well, when you add those up, 15, 12, 10, you get 37. Well, it says there are 42 in the class, so 42 minus the 37 leaves 5, so there must be 5 students that are out there in neither chorus or theater. Alright, so always try to get that overlap part done first. Sometimes it's not as easy as that. Look at example 4. 45 people were surveyed on whether they sleep with a fan or white noise. 19 said they use a fan, so that circle will add up to 19. 22 white noise, 17 said neither. So I know 17 goes out here. So this one you're actually starting with neither group. Well, if you know 45 people are in the survey, minus 17, that leaves 28 people that have to make up your groups on the inside so that they will add up to the whole 45. But when I add 19 people that do the fan and 22 that listen to white noise, 19 and 22, that's 41. Too many, right? So we have counted some twice. So if you take out the 28 that it should add up to, 41 minus 28, that means 13 people were counted twice. They must be the overlap. And then I can work from there. 19 said they use a fan, 13, so that must be 6, 19 minus 13. 22 said they listen to white noise, so 9. 22 minus 13 is 9. And now, if I add up 17, 6, 13, and 9, I better get 45 people total, because it says 45 were surveyed. Now I got to answer any question about how many people do what. So if they don't tell you the overlap, take out all the people that are outside of the circles, and then you could subtract the total of the two minus how many people should be, right? The total of the two groups is 41. They should add up to 28, so 13 are in that overlap. All right. Same thing with 3. An AP counselor has 111 seniors on his caseload, so my whole thing's going to add up to 111. 44 take AP English, that whole circle will be 44. 37 in history, 28 take AP Calculus, 15 are taking both English and history. So these two, both, we're going to add up to 15. 13 English and Calculus, so those two add up to 13. And 8 take history and calculus, so these two will add up to 8. 5 seniors are taking all 3. So again, you can start with the center. There are 5 taking all 3. And then work your way backwards. We said that, so that's taken care of. 8 are taking history and calculus. History and calculus is 8, so 5. I need 3 more to make 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. 13 English and calculus. So English and calculus. 13 minus 5 would be 8 to make that 13. And 15 take both English and history. There must be 10 to make that 15 there. Now keep going backwards. 28 students are in AP Calculus. Well, I already have 8, 5, 3. We already have 16. 28 are taking calculus, minus the 16 that we already have, so 12. AP History, there are 37 taking history, so 37 minus 10, 5, 3, we already have those 18, 37 minus 18, so 19 students. Then English is 44 students, minus, we already have 10, 5, 8, we already have 23 students in the English circle. 44 minus 23 is 21. So I have all of my circles, English, history, calculus done. Just how many people on the outside? Well, there's 111 students in the class. So if I add up 21, 10, 19, 8, 5, 3, 12, 78, 111 minus the 78, there are 33 students not taking it. And now you can answer any questions about how many, the cardinality of each one of those. Good. All right, one more example. Example 6. 90 students at a saltwater aquarium expo are surveyed about the fish they own. 43 own a blue tang, 47 own a clownfish, 35 own a lionfish, 22 of them own a blue tang and a lionfish, 18 own both clown and lion, and 28 of them own blue tang and clown. 18 people surveyed did not own any of these type of fish. So that's 18 to begin with. So like we did with the 2 where it just told you how many people didn't belong in there, first find out these 3 circles should add up to, I'm going to do 90 total people that did the survey minus the 18 that said they didn't own anything. So that's 72. So these circles should add up to 72. Well, if I add up the total, the blue tang, there were 43 people, 47 own a clownfish, and 35 a lionfish. 43, 47, 35. $125, and take out the 72. See that? Yep. Minus the 72. There are 53 people in this overlap. Right? Well, they said 22 own 2 fish, 18 own 2 fish, and 28 own 2 fish. 22, 18, 28. There's 68 when there should be only 53 accounted for. So again, we have people accounted too many times. And 68 minus 53, there are 15 people in that total group. So that's a little bit trickier, getting down to how many, but once you have the 15, you should be able to work your way out from there. 28 of them owned a blue tang and a clownfish, so 28 minus 15, 13. That'll make 28. 18 of them clownfish and lionfish. There must be 3 to make 18. And 22 of them owned a blue tang and a lionfish. 22 minus, must be 7 in that group. Then keep going out. 35 people owned a lionfish. So 7, 15, 3. It's 25. 35 minus 25. 10 people. And then 47 on a clownfish. 13, 15, 3, 31, 47 minus 31, 16 on only a clownfish, and then 43 on a blue tang. Add up what we know, 13, 15, 7, 43 minus the 35, 8. And then 90 people were surveyed, 18 didn't own anything, the 8, 13, 18, 8, 13, 16, 7, 3, 10 adds up to 90. So there's your groups. Now you can answer the questions. All right, so your next assignment is on the Venn diagrams and cardinality. And that'll be the end of the set theory unit. And start getting prepared for the test. And have a great day.